Hi everyone, Adam here from the product marketing team. This video will provide you with some great tips, tricks, and tools to help anyone who handles customer interactions and to continue doing so productively in a remote environment. You may be new to working from home. Perhaps you're accustomed to working in an office environment, having your teammates in the same room so you can throw paper at them. Now you've been asked to work from home, and that work dynamic has changed. Well, the only thing you can't do anymore is throw paper at Johnny. The good news is you can be more productive than ever. So in this video, we're going to talk about some tools that can help you work collaboratively with your colleagues, regardless of where they are or where you are. Don't believe me? Stay tuned. And joining us today, our Senior Manager of CCAS Sales, Andrew Boone.
Hey, Adam, how you doing?
Okay, not too bad. Yourself?
Fantastic. Working from home.
Yes. Well, that's true. We're looking at a very realistic scenario today, Andrew. You are a contact center agent. You're on the kind of the front lines of the battle for customer experience, and the company you work for is moving or has moved to a remote model. So why don't we take a look at how that kind of plays out in the real world?
Absolutely. And Adam, we joke a little bit about this, obviously serious times, but we've been preparing for this for the last 5-6 years, right? Because we've been working from home for a very long time. So what I'm going to show is just a little bit of a role play, a day in the life of an agent. If I'm a brand new agent working from home, what is that going to look like? And this will only take a couple of minutes. But what I thought I'd do, Adam, is I'm just going to show you live on the screen what an agent might do when they come into their home office, their basement, to log in to take their shift. How do these tools work and behave, right? How do we enable that? So the first thing I would do if I'm an agent, and by the way, I used to be an agent and I used to work remotely, so I'm somewhat familiar with this, but the very first thing I always do is I log into my CCA, the contact center agent. And the reason I do that is, one, I need to know what's going on in front of me, but also number two, I want the rest of the world know that I'm up, I'm alive, I've logged in, I'm at work, right? So there's a timestamp. And listen, this is the way people think. So what I'm going to put in here is my demo account username and password. But this phone number happens to be my Unite phone that I have on my desktop. It's actually a Polycom VVX. It's a very nice color screen. And so that's where I'm going to take my calls as an agent. And so that's the phone number I use. But I know a lot of people, and you probably know this, you've been dealing with this too, Adam, but there's a lot of folks that don't have a soft client necessarily immediately available for them to use from home. Sadly, some folks are on, legacy phone systems, Cisco's, Avaya's, that just don't work. You can't take them home with you, sadly. So in a pinch with this software, and I think this is really critical, even if you've got customer service reps at home, then all they have accessible to them is a cell phone, or maybe they're even their AT&T landline, you can still use this software, manage your client experience, and not miss a beat. You know what I mean? So I've signed in. The very first thing I do when I sign in, I put myself to busy, just on break while I get myself situated. And while I'm doing busy on break, I'll usually minimize that. I want to get an idea of what's going on in my queues. And then I'm going to log into my CRM. Now, I use Salesforce, so I'm going to log into Salesforce, which, it's always helpful to have Salesforce available. There you go. I have a hot link. I'm going to log in. And then once I'm in my Salesforce account, I'm going to just go back to my CCA, go back to available, and wait for a call. And even better. So now that I've come back here, as an agent, obviously, it's presenting all the queues that I'm part of. So not only can I see what queues I'm in, what type of queue, look, I've got a Salesforce pop telling me I have a task ready, but it tells me the type of queue. It tells me how long a call might be waiting. So, if you guys can't see that, there's a tech support call now waiting for about 30 seconds. I can also see, and this is kind of common for me back in the day, Adam, because I was always the first guy to start. I'm the only agent logged in and about to be the only agent available to take a call. So I better get to it because this customer has been waiting a little while. So I'm going to click available here, and this call is going to come through. Boom, my phone's ringing. You probably can't hear my phone ringing because my noise canceling is so amazing on my headset. So I've got the call. Hey, tech support. Hey, look at that. I'm talking to Adam. What a coincidence. Thanks, Adam.
Oh, that's a 48-second wait time. Oh, man, I was at the brink. That was the most I could handle it.
Please don't complain. Please don't yell at me. It's a real busy time, Adam. We're all working from home. We're just doing our best. But as an agent, listen, I know that I'm talking to Adam because I've got a great little integration with my Salesforce. So I looked up Adam's phone number in real time. I opened up his account. I can, add notes to Adam's account now while I'm in the phone call. And, even though we're managing the call with the CCA here as an agent, obviously I can still see who's logged in and available, but I mean, I can manipulate this call, right? I can put people on hold. I can mute them. I can make a transfer out to another queue, or I can, maybe dump the customer off to a survey IVR and get some CSAT scores back from them. And I can definitely add another person to the call if I wanted to. And so all of this works, and all of this visibility I have, even though I'm working in my home basement, right? And you're working in your living room, and the next customer down the road is probably calling from their kitchen, right? And all of this still works and it syncs. So once I'm done the call with you, Adam, I'm going to hit end. And by the way, thank you for allowing me to solve your tech support issue. And
more than welcome.
My favorite feature in the whole world comes up as soon as I've ended the call. The application is asking me to classify it. And basically, I can't get out of this interaction until I do. And so now, beyond just, obviously listening to your agent's calls in real time or post interaction, being able to see what they're doing in real time, and we'll talk to you about that in another session. But I'm now able to give my supervisor some information about the outcome of this call. Adam called in about this particular account. He actually had a service complaint, and he asked for us to send some more information. And in fact, this particular resolution is I'm having someone from sales follow up, because it actually turns out, as we talked about, Adam, it's not really a tech support issue. It was really a sales issue you had. And I've sent him that information. By the way, I want to flag this call to my supervisor, because it was the best call I've ever had. Adam was going to cancel the service, and I turned him around. And also, you know what? Notes are cool, because I want my supervisor to really know that whoever's going to go back, or even the next agent that comes in and talks to Adam, they're going to have access to all of these notes. Then I hit OK, and I'm back in the queue, and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to get my next call as an agent, or maybe I'm ready to get my next email. An incredible remote working experience.
And I will tell you, Andrew, my whole perspective has done a 180 since talking to you. I am just back on the path, and I couldn't be happier about it. So there you go.
I should have added you to the post-call survey and encourage you to go leave some comments on our webpage. But yeah, no, thanks for that, Adam.
Andrew, thanks so much. That is an awesome, high-powered, but condensed view of a day in the life of the agent. I think this is going to help a lot of people, especially at a time like this. And in our next video, everyone, we're going to take a look at the flip side of this script, which is, of course, the manager experience, how you manage a team of contact center agents when everyone's working remotely. So thanks again for watching, and please stay tuned.